Oh, Jesus, cable. Oh, God. Of course. You guys are going to have to let me know the audio level real quick because it might be peaking a little bit. So if anyone is still there, let me know how the audio level is because it might be loud and I can adjust that real quick. Okay. And I believe we have fixed. You sound good? Cool. Yeah, I'm checking the audio levels. I'm peaking a little bit, which is, I don't want to get too loud, especially if I get excited or something. But I'm also kind of distant. I'm not sure if it's the fan, but there's definitely more noise than I want it to be. How you doing, Jim? Thank you for joining the stream. And I believe the delay issue should be fully resolved. So that'll be good. Oh, is this the note? No. So I'm probably gonna go turn the knob a little bit just because it's bothering me. So hold on. Okay, that should fix it. So for today's show, welcome everyone who's here. We're just gonna get going. You have to let me know. I changed it a little bit. I just lowered it a little bit. So for today's show, we are gonna be doing an unboxing. Obviously, this behemoth came in. So I actually have a lot. So originally, I was going to unbox a Terraforming Mars big box, but this guy came in and I was like, you know what? I've been waiting for this. This was my #1 anticipated game for 2020. I want to open it on stream. So we're going to do that. And I'm kind of hoping that these unboxing videos kind of replace me doing the recorded versions, because I'll get to kind of interact with you guys. Yeah, the box is huge. So I already cut the top because it's got my address on it, so I don't want anyone out there with nefarious ideas getting my address. So we're just gonna move that, and then we're going to go ahead and move it down. So let's bring this over. I also got another game in today. I got 3 shipments this week. I'll show you the other game a little later in the stream when we get closer to doing that. So let's go ahead and I think it's this button. I gotta remember which ones I did what. Look, you can't even, that takes up it takes up the entire screen. Look at that. Okay, well, you can already see we got the styrofoam packaging. This is from Awaken Realms. Ooh. All right, so we got off the bat Carnomorphs expansion in here. Let's go ahead and take this out. Cool. Put that to the side for now. What else do we have in here? This is the terrain expansion. So we'll obviously go through these one at a time as we get there. Put that over here. This is the Awaken Guard card protection premium board game sleeves. Now I usually tell people not to buy the sleeves, but I haven't gotten my Sleeve Kings order in yet, so I was okay with ordering these just so I got it taken care of, because I want to sleeve the game. Okay, look at this, very impressive. I haven't played Nemesis, no, and but I'm very much into thematic games that really bring me into the world of, what is that? Into the world of the board game. And I hear that is what this game does. So we have the Medic expansion. Comes with its little player ring on there and its cards. And you have a character board card on the back. Okay. I need like a trash bag area. I'm very impressed with the shipping that this is coming. Oh, I just hit my camera. Okay, so, oh man, look how much stuff this is, guys. This is so much. The art on this is so good. So Nemesis Aftermath expansion. Check out that art. That looks so good too. Put this over here. And this is the actual core box. Now oh god, this is heavy. I have seen this box at my local LGS a few times, but I didn't obviously back it or buy it because I've been waiting on this. I wonder what this QR code is. All of them have a QR code. I don't even have room to put everything up here yet. What else we got? Okay, we have the Nemesis Kings expansion. This was a purely cosmetic expansion, but if you wanted to change the queen to a male, that's what this expansion is for. and really wanted to get this to kind of test my art skills. That's kind of what I was looking for. Little rattly, like, I don't know if you can hear that. So, Jim, I've heard that the game is very complicated in terms of like the rules. Like, people are constantly always asking rules clarifications. Void Seekers expansion. So I should have all the expansions. I should have the Carnomorphs, the Void Seekers, and then I can't remember what the base game one is called. My gosh. So much. What else do we have in here? The Space Cats expansion. This will be fun to open. The Space Cats. Yeah, why would you change a queen? To be honest, it's just more miniatures. My favorite, does anyone know, if you could guess what my favorite line from Aliens is? Do you know what it is? Could anyone guess what there's two lines in Nemesis, or not Nemesis, Aliens, that I love. So here we have the Untold Stories 1, and I actually saw people talking about these punch boards on the Nemesis Facebook group, but now I can't remember for the life of me of what they were talking about. And I was like, oh, I need to make sure I remember that. I think it has to do with something with the Untold Stories. So this is Untold Stories 2. We'll go into this more in detail, but yeah, I just want to flip through that. Look at that art. Whew, this will be fun. I went more all in. I haven't played Sword and Sorcery. I'm hoping that it's not too complicated. What else do we have in here? There's so... Oh my gosh, I'm about to knock everything over. I just knocked so much stuff over. Okay, we got... What is this? I don't even know. Just 2 packs of loose cards. I don't know what those are. If anyone has any ideas of what those are, let me know. Anything else hidden in this box? And then we have the playmat. And I think that is everything inside the box. I keep hitting my camera. Well, wrong one. Let's go here. Let's go here. I clicked on the wrong one. So, I need to put this back over here. Uh-oh. This is what happens when you're doing it live. I don't know if this is going to work. This is a way to... so I can see chat. And it's like very embarrassing because everything's falling over. Okay, and I need to... That's my wife, by the way. Hello, Jessica. That's my wife. If anyone wants to say hello to my beautiful wife. She's supporting me on my live stream. This is technically the first official Game Brigade stream. So welcome, everyone. Hey, Claire. There was double punch boards because there's one for each Untold Stories. That's what I believe I was hearing. But you don't. Do you need both punch? They look identical. They look identical. So. So. We're gonna put these Untold Stories and the punch over here. God, these look so cool. And I want to do something real quick with the camera, and then we'll kind of move everything back. Okay, the camera's alignment was a little... My camera alignment was a little off. So, what do we got here? I knocked off a bunch of stuff. Do you guys want to see now the other game that I got sent? I didn't buy this game. It was actually sent to me kind of randomly. I'm pretty excited for it. Does anyone want to see it, or do you want me to get straight to Nemesis? Oh man, Dale, I have so many tech toys. My whole house. If I find something cool on tech, I pick it up. Let's bring this guy back up. Oh, it's so heavy. I'm wondering, how big's the playmat? Okay, hold on. Okay, it fell over too. So this is the other game that I just got. And I've been hearing lots of good things about this. Lots of good things. So I don't know, maybe we'll unbox that. Depending on how long the show goes, we might unbox that as well. Been hearing a lot of good things about Destinies. So what I want to do, this is double-sided. I want to put the playmat out, if I can. And then we'll kind of go on top of it. Yeah, I know. Right? Kind of lay this out. There we go. Yeah. Don't even have a Destiny. Guys, I'm clearly needing help here. Who wants to be a Game Brigade assistant? I'm clearly struggling over here. And hopefully this chat box thing stays at power because the power keeps cutting out. Okay, so let's get to this guy. This guy. Let's open her up. Where'd I put my knife? Okay, so Nemesis by Awaken Realms. This was one, as I've mentioned multiple times, I've been looking forward to it. Definitely an itch that and I think it's because of, I felt like I missed out on the Kickstarter. I backed a different game. When Nemesis was on Kickstarter, there was 2 games that had very similar themes. And I went on the other one. The other one is down here. This is the other one that I backed over Nemesis. There is a review for this on my channel if you want to see it. But it did not win me over as much as I thought it would. The assistant, the true assistant is, let's go here. The true assistant is still up, I think. She's just with mommy. Okay, we're gonna put this over here for now. Nemesis. Yeah, the assistant does not sleep at all. Okay, so we have the game manual. First thing I always like to do is check the game manual and see what the back of it looks like. So we have a rule summary. That's great. Kind of talks about the different types of things we'll be encountering and the flow of the game, which is always good. And I always like to check the back to see if they have an index or anything. So it doesn't look like they have an index, but they do talk about each of the different rooms. This has a game mode version. Okay. And the rulebook is a little flimsier than I thought it would be. It's not bad. So this is just a standard rulebook, but doesn't, it's a lot of text, man. A lot of text. I know noise rules come up a lot. People really make a lot of mistakes on noise rules. So that's the rulebook for Nemesis. Let's put that over here. And then we have Basic Rooms 1. Additional rooms. And more. Are these different? Are these just for like more reference sheets? Are you out, Dale? Hey, Robin. Good to see you in the chat. Dale, it was good having you on. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. Thank you for taking some time. So here are the punch boards to kind of get an idea of the way this game is set up. You have these hexagonal rooms. And the intruder board as well. I do know that this game has a game mode that, has anyone played the game mode where if you die, you become the intruder? Does anyone play that, or how common is that game mode? Is that a popular game mode or no? Hey Robin, did you see what I got? The other game? I don't know where I put it. I'll put it down here. Robin, did you see this? I just got that too. Whoa boy. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought too. I'm gonna have a busy next couple of weeks. Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. So here are the player boards now for the roles. So you have the captain and mechanic. And these, I believe, are the larva tokens. You can see the back sides. You can see the character boards there. So we have the scientist and pilot. How far did you go on this one, Robin? The scout and soldier. And then what are these? Is this some sort of box I'm supposed to make? I'll have to check the rulebook for that. It says box stand, all in. Did you get your miniatures painted? So the only bad thing about doing my box openings this way is I'm limited to my cameras. When I do the box openings, where it's not live streamed, obviously, I have a third camera that I use for close-ups, which is not going to be working for this. So here's the board. I have the playmat, so I'm not too interested in opening up the board, other than maybe to check the quality of the print. So you're doing the painting. I should have surmised that when you said you're painting space cats. So I just want to get an idea. We're going to go back to the upper screen. Just to get an idea. The biggest complaint I had with the first, or not I had, but people were having with the first generation Nemesis is that the board was very hard to see, and I could see that. It's very muted in terms of colors. It's kind of dark, so not unplayable, but I could definitely see where people's complaints were with that. Let's put that all here. Put these over here. I do need more room. That's 100% fact. I definitely don't have the room to do this. Okay, let's check this out. This is this bread and butter. Okay. We have the silica gel. Always important to have the silica gels. Got the tokens. Nice acrylic tokens. No color on them. They do have some texture with the lines. Are these the sound tokens or what are these? It'd be good to know. We got these little card holders. Looks pretty good. Oh, they have a little painted number on them too. So that should be for each player, right? One. Yeah, sweet. That's awesome. If I can just figure out how to put everything back, kind of like that. We have a bag over here. It says Nemesis. And then what else? We got the minis. Now they were pretty, I guess there were people complaining about the mini quality in the first generation. I don't know if you guys can see that very clearly. Unfortunately, how do I do this? I can't tell if it's clear. I don't think it is because the focus point is set down here. You'll have to let me know. That mini looks incredible though. And it looks like, I originally thought there was a tag hanging off the knee. But it looks like that might be part of their body structure. Show you one more time. Yeah, it's blurry, so that's pointless to do that. What do we got here? Another one. It's incredible. These guys are super cool. These guys remind me of that one video game, Dead Space. Does that not look Dead Space? Can you see that? I'm unfortunately all the way zoomed in on my screen, so I can't zoom in any further than that. But that looks pretty cool. And what else do we have? Wheelchair guy. Yeah, the quality looks really good. I think the new type of minis that they're doing look good. No, the melted faces issue. They're so small anyways. I don't even know how you can even tell. Here's a soldier looking guy. You can see the his pants look pretty good. Check out, I don't know, you can't see them, can you? Yeah. I wish I had a way to sew close up. That's kind of an unfortunate part about these. This guy definitely has a beer belly. Who's this guy? The guy kneeling definitely has a beer belly. And here's this girl. This she has a little cannon on her, or camera of some sort on her her jacket and her back. Pretty sweet. And this person, really good poses. I like the textured on the bases too. You have some textured bases. Kind of looks like they're walking on the ship base. Looks pretty good. Very impressive. And then here we got a bunch of little minis down here, kind of hanging out. Don't know what these guys are. Oh, these look like, I don't know what the heck is going on here. Some sort of like medium staged Carnomorph or something. I don't know. Is this, what is that? Do they have minis for like the larva and stuff? Is that what that is? The larva? They're pretty gross looking. I don't know what those are. And then we have our dice. I'm going to keep the dice sealed for now. Just because I have no reason to unpackage them. Oh, we have more stuff down here. What is this? Some gears. They kind of look all screwed up. I'm not sure what the gears situation is. So, Robin, I'd love, if you have a chance, Robin, to, on the Discord, share what your stuff looks like. That would be great. I'd love to know. And welcome all the viewers. Welcome, welcome. Please say hello if you're here. Join the chat. So here we have the scanner. And this is a pretty cool idea because you'll have cards in the deck where you can you'll slide something in and it'll tell you if you are infected. So that is awesome. So it says infection procedures. If one of the contamination cards you have just scanned was infected, you will do the following. If you have a larva on your card character board, you die, and you'll place a creeper in the room you are in. If you do not have a larva on your character board, you will place one there, because you now have a larva inside you. I think it's so cool how they do the thematics with this game. Now, contrast that though, I think it's interesting how the game really punishes you though for dying. This is not an easy game in terms of being kind to the players. So we have player discs for all the different players, and then more tokens in here. Pretty great. These are just standard red cubes, something you see from like Terraforming Mars. And then here are some clear tokens of some sort. Yeah. You know, there is a Jumanji board game. I used to own it. I don't know how was this? How did I get this out of here? This is why I don't like taking these things out, because it's hard to get everything back in sometimes. until you're fully ready to commit. And I'm not yet fully ready to commit to opening this all the way. Okay. Something like that. And then what else we got in here? The inserts are great. The insert is really sweet. So in all of my unboxings, I don't really cover the core contents of the cards because that will take, a stream is already going to be long. That would take like an extra 2 hours, I think, to go through all the cards. But we can get an idea of what kind of cards we have. So you have intruder attack cards. These are action cards. What else do we have in here? Not sure what these are. And then we have some smaller cards. So we have the coordinates and items. And I think they give you extra room so you can sleeve all of these individual decks. And they actually tell you on the bottom, empty space for sleeved cards. So they're trying to make sure you are aware that this is how you're going to sleeve your decks. So here we have, let's get rid of that silica. We have the rest of the aliens. Now, of course, these aliens are very much, we're taking kind of like what, like from the Alien show. They're inspired from Alien. So you're going to have that kind of tail from behind. They've got 2 tails. Is that the video game Jumanji? Are you talking about the one that the kids find a video game while they're in timeout? When they're in detention? So we have 4 of these guys, but they have different poses. So these look like they're the same level of, this person's just casually walking. I wish you could see that better. And my camera's not on autofocus, so me trying to do silly stuff. But this guy's like walking and got his hand on a railing. It's kind of interesting. There's 2 of those guys. And then we've got more of the creepy crawly ones. We have 2 more of those. And then we have some beasto guys. Look at these guys. Crazy. Got his hand up. So he's got 2 arms and 2 daggers. No tail on this guy. No tail. And then the queen, as she's standing on, she's releasing her brood, the brood that she is, and she's hucking a broodling at you, and she is pissed. That is the queen. Wow. Super cool. Super cool. And that will be the core box. That's the Nemesis core box. Have you seen the new Jumanji movie, Robin? It actually wasn't that bad. But definitely you can't replace the original. How do I do this? I should, like, whenever I'm doing something that's embarrassing, like what I'm doing right now, I need to, like, have a dancing gif or something, like Pennywise the Clown dancing, so you guys don't see me failing to do what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. So, I'm going to have a lot of fun putting this all back together, aren't I? Oh my gosh. I kind of want to put everything back at least somewhat reasonable so I don't damage my stuff that I just got. Because this is clearly not fitting properly right now. Okay, so that's the biggest one. That'll be Nemesis core box. Let's put her, oh gosh. She's so heavy. Let's put her over there. Void Seeders. I keep calling them Seekers. I think I even called them Void Seekers during the videos that I made for this a year ago. Void Seeders. So where is everyone at tonight? Where's everyone from? Robin, I know you are West Coast. My box has a little bit of damage on it here, unfortunately. Not enough to like make a stink about it, but you can see it. Okay, we have the expansion. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for my new... Oh, Anthony. Hello, Anthony. Are you on your call? I cannot wait for my new game table. This needs to be higher for me to be super comfy. It's just a little short for me right now. So this is very small. So gameplay changes. They have some additional information here. I think we definitely... I think they definitely... I don't know what I was going to say. I forgot. I literally forgot. Anthony, you threw me off. Okay, so what do we got here? This is missing some stuff. So is there something supposed to be there? Or is that what these are? And they just... I don't know what that is. Interesting. If anyone knows, were these supposed to be here and they're just not there? Is that what happened? Kind of interesting. Oh, I was going to say, I think I definitely got the live stream, so there's no delay anymore. I think it's pretty on point, which is great. Now it just requires me to actually respond to you people. So, you people. Okay, these are a different faction. So what does the box even say about these guys? I didn't even read it. Let's read what Void Seeders say. The Void Seeders expansion adds a new intruder race along with their models, tokens, and specific event cards. Additionally, it introduces a new game mechanic, character insanity. Everything in space is still and silent, but not Nemesis. Her corridors are filled with screams, painting, gunshots, and electric buzzing. The AI's glass eyes observe crew shooting at the walls, scratching their faces, and cutting their veins. AI can't understand what is happening and why humans don't listen to her. They talk about monsters, horrors in the dark. AI searches the whole ship, but can't find anything other than some clumps of biomass on the floor. Maybe it should burn them. Sweet. So, character insanity is introduced in this one. I think that's an interesting mechanic to play with. And of course, wow, this guy doesn't even have a base? Does this guy really not have a base? He's so fragile feeling, but incredibly cool. I can definitely see why people pay for the shading, the extra $100 shading, but I just think I'd rather try it myself at least once. That is super cool though. You guys can't even see what I'm looking at. No base. Very fragile. Oh, I just dropped my phone. Okay, what do we got here? So these guys have some sort of like tentacle legs. They definitely have some sort of resemblance to like octopus or squids. They have a bunch of suckers on their legs. Very creepy crawly looking. And can't really see the details on their face to see what their faces really look like. So you get 4 of those creepy crawly dudes. Yeah, that's what I keep saying, Anthony. I don't think it's worth paying for it, but I can see why people do it. The Awaken Realms minis has so many levels of crevices and detail that the wash would definitely help out. So this looks like a smaller version of what we just saw, but you can't see the tentacles as clearly, the suction cups with this guy as clearly as the other one. But definitely cool. Definitely walking upright. Could you imagine if you saw that in real life, like something walking upright at you like that? I think us as humans, we're so used to not seeing things walk upright that something like that would just terrify us. And then we got some eggs. And the eggs look like they're wrapped in like cables and tentacles. So it's incubating. That's super sweet. And then we have this fine fellow. He does have a base. And he is very weird looking. So he is also tentacles. No suction cups on this one. More like a worm. And his back is kind of exposed. And he's kind of wrapping around the ship's structure. 100%, I agree. I think if I were to... I would rather spend my time painting these and making them my own, but I can see where people would choose to you know, have it done for them. I guess is what I'm trying to say, if that makes sense. Personally, the reason why I haven't done any of the Awaken Realms washes is because I would rather do it myself. I have the equipment. I have a paint gun. I don't know what they're called anymore, the actual term, but I'd rather do it myself. I used to play, well, I didn't play, I used to paint Warhammer minis, so I'd like to think that I could do it myself. Okay. So, Robin or anyone else who's played this, my box came with 2 extra packs of cards. What do these go to? This one says Heavy Wounds, and it's kind of a blue color. And this one is says Comm Room, Nest, Surgery Room, Laboratory Room, and this side says Wildfire. I would like to know what I put those with. Do I put them with the core box and sleeve them with the core box, or do they go somewhere specific? That would be great. I got everything, so I bought everything. I just basically clicked the box that said everything. So are those promo packs? Is that what that is? I can show them again on stream real quick. These guys. One of them is a Dice Tower promo pack. Okay. Okay, so they're promo packs. Do they go with the core game? Is it the best place to store them? Is it the core game? So the next box, let's go back to the chatting, is the Nemesis. Kings. Sweet. Okay, so here we have the Kings pack. So as I mentioned earlier, uh-oh, is this a broken guy? Remember I said it was a little shaky. This looks like it's broken. Looks like it's broken off of this guy. We have a fatality. Dang it. Yeah, he's should go something like this. And that's the Carnomorph, I believe. That looks like the Carnomorph gentleman, who is KIA. Dang, I mean, I told you, it felt a little rattly in the box when I was opening, which is never a good sign. I'm sure Awaken Realms can take care of me and fix this, or I could even attempt to glue it myself, but I would rather it not be loose and broken. But there, that would be a glue job right there if I want to attempt to do that. We actually have 2 of them, so this is what a normal version would look like. And this looks like the Intruder King. Gosh, man, he is brutal cool looking. So he has 6 piercers and 2 just regular arms. I don't know which one's scarier, the queen. I feel like the queen standing on the brood is definitely more intimidating. And then we have the Void Seeders. We have 1 Void Seeders and 3 Carnomorphs. Interesting. The Carnomorphs, as I recall, are very much like what you expect from Dead Space, the video game. And then we have 1 Void Seeders. This one looks just like a Void Seeder that's in the game. He's got his little claws, like a crab, little crab hands. I'm sorry that the camera won't focus, but technically when you're filming, you should try to keep autofocus off so that your stuff stays in focus as much as possible. But when you're trying to show things, it makes it difficult. So let's put this guy back. Man, that broken wing really sucks. To be honest, this packaging is not like the best. Like, they jammed a lot of stuff into a small box. So no wonder it broke, you know? Like, look how many minis with wings sticking out you have in a small box. You see that? Like, who thought of that? I would have given him a little bit more room, guys. Come on. That way you don't have issues like that. Okay. The Nemesis Aftermath expansion with no text in the back for me to read to you. You know what I could do? I could do this. How does that look? Does that show you a little bit more? I guess I could do that. But it doesn't show you guys the chat box. So you guys will have to let me know if you prefer the chat box or not. I know a lot of people like the chat box so you can see what your messages look like on stream. Okay. Same idea. The rule books haven't changed. This has an epilogue mode, research mission mode. Man, this game's gonna take me just a month to learn on its own, you know? This has the convict with some more tokens. The android, you always have to have an android. Mike is hot. I don't know what that means. My mic is hot, like it's too loud? Is that what you're saying? If you just type in the live chat, it's easier for me. So we have the android, the CEO, kind of reminds me from Prometheus. We have the bounty hunter and the psychologist. Every ship needs a psychologist to keep everyone stable. And this is the board. This is a small board, a companion board to go alongside the main board. And then we have inside more minis. Okay. We have inside here a timer, a sand timer. We're gonna let this run out and then I'm gonna flip it over and we're gonna see how long it takes me to do this unboxing for this portion. Okay, let's start that over there. Okay, so we have here the cards, more action cards, and just more cards in general. Again, we're not going to open these right now. This definitely reminds me of Prometheus, and those should fit sleeved like this. and more carts here fitting sleeved. They have sections here. I guess there's probably for the punch. I didn't think of that. And what's this for? This open section here. What is that for? What's the worst mechanic in the box? What's the worst mechanic? Is the timer? Oh yeah, that sounds pretty stupid. The first person to notice the timer triggers an alien. Like the first person that notices that the timer is expired? Is that what that means? Why would you want to do that? So these are turrets. Just like aliens, when they got the automated turrets, it's, you know, that makes no sense, Robin. I don't know why they would do that. How long is the timer? Like 5 minutes? I guess they're trying to maybe trigger something. Here we got the doggo. We have our trusty doggo. Now, they were talking about in the Facebook group that the dog is immune to the airlock, which is curious as to how he's able to do that. And then here we have, we have a space cat. I was like, what is this frog looking thing? He looks like a frog, but this is the space cat. There we go. I really want to paint the space cats, and I kind of want to paint them like the cats that I have. I wish I could have a third camera that's like the cat camera and you could see them sleeping, but they don't come in my office anymore. So that's the convict. Yeah, these characters, I think there's a lot of cool characters. This looks like the psychologist. Again, these are so small. You guys aren't going to be able to see them very clearly on this stream. I'll let you know if I see anything that is, here I go. If I see anything that looks poor. The quality is great. You can see all the details of his pockets, his gear, the combat boots that they're wearing, his beard, everything. The details. I remember the details. People were complaining, and that's why I wouldn't buy the original game. And here's the CEO with the robot android assistant, probably just a robot assistant helping him along. Wow. And here's the last character. She looks very sassy. This character looks very sassy. And I got through it all. Hey, look at that. I got through it without getting through the sand timer. So that means this punch has to fit the stuff like this, right? The character boards. But what goes underneath? I guess I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But that will be for another time. I'm gonna have to like just sit here for a couple of hours just putting everything back. Oh, I did this wrong. Boom. So that is 4 boxes down. We still have we have the terrain expansion, we've got the space cats, and we have Carnomorphs. So let's go ahead and do Carnomorphs real quick, and we'll finish off. And I might just do a bonus unboxing of Destinies. Why not? Yeah, so I went with the Origins game table, and I've been very impressed with their communication from the moment the campaign ended till now. There was some like troubles that occurred. There were some like questions that occurred mid-campaign, or not mid-campaign, I would say late campaign, where people got the first Kickstarter, and I think it was underneath a different brand name at the time. They were talking about the quality of the wood, how the shipping was handled. So people were very much concerned going into the new Kickstarter, are we gonna have similar issues? So the company was very like upfront about like these are the things you need to be aware of when you are accepting product, on how freight shipment works, the techniques they've gone to fix the issues that were arriving before. So I feel a little bit more confident in my order, and I definitely think it's going to elevate my space and the comfort level for my gaming completely, as well as get more games to the table, because I can have games set up and ready to go, and when I have a moment I can get back to it, play the game, put it back, cover it up if I need to, or technically even have 2 different games going at the same time. I could have a longer game underneath set up, and then cover it up and do another game on top if I need to do another game, so like a review or something, and then I can keep like maybe a campaign game going. That's been probably the biggest challenge I've been facing so far, is how to address multiple different games that I have to play. So definitely the next step. All right, I clicked the wrong button. Well, Anthony, I'll definitely come over and break your gaming room in whenever you will have me. If you would have me, I'll come break it in with you. So we have the Carnomorphs. Now the Carnomorphs, from what I gather, were very sought for expansion, because not a lot of people bought it. But the mechanics for this one aren't as clean or as good. So I don't know how to take that. But I definitely am looking forward to, I'm a completionist, so I want to have everything. So these guys are just freaking gross looking. Yeah, these are basically Dead Space. If you haven't played Dead Space, you should, for one, at least the first game. You don't have to play the others, but the first game was very good. But the idea of Dead Space is the creatures are taking over humans' bodies and transforming them, and you have to like dismember their bodies to kill them. You have to like shoot off the limbs and stuff. It was a very, very good game. Tell me about it. I know the housing market across the United States right now is very, very difficult, and you know, me and my wife even considered at one point, we were talking about buying another house, a little bigger home, but I just don't, it's just not feasible right now, unfortunately. You're transformed. Yeah, that's interesting, Robin. So obviously, Robin, have you played this, Robin? God, these guys are super freaking cool. So do characters have to die for these guys to transform, or do they just, the idea is that they're taking on other crew in the ship, red shirts effectively? Man, these guys definitely have the coolest freaking bodies. Like his rib cage is exposed, his head's kind of sunken down in his rib cage. Just freaking like nightmare fuel. That's what I would call these guys, nightmare fuel. This has got to be the queen, right? Well, there's 2 of them. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the queen. Nope, there's 3 of those. Is there 3? Are there queens? I guess that makes sense, because the kings had 3 kings. So this probably is the queen. And there's 3 queens. 2 bids, $200,000 above asking. That is nuts. And if anyone doesn't understand how real estate works, let's talk about that. 2 bids over $200,000 means that they have, if they are producing a loan, they have cash to cover any differences in appraisal. Because let's say your home is worth $200,000 and you tell the sellers, I'll give you $400,000. Well, a bank is going to come and say, well, it's not worth $400,000 because it's worth $200,000. So we're only going to give you $200,000 on a loan. And so most sellers, though, want to make sure they're getting the offer that you offered, so that people are having to cover that with cash. It's definitely difficult. Oh, I can zoom in on my chat. That makes it so much easier, so I don't have to be squinting. 20% down is also very much very rare. Very rare. I would say the majority of people that I see buying a house are 3.5 to 5%, and I would say a small portion do 10%, and I very rarely see 20. Very rarely see 20%, unfortunately. And I don't necessarily think like doing 20% down is necessarily always the best idea, especially with how cheap cash is being lent right now. You can use that cash for other things, although I don't know how the markets are going to change. This is not financial advice. This is just conversation. So, all right, let's go back. What did I just click? I just clicked the wrong button. Yeah, did not mean to click that. And I didn't mean to click that. I meant to click this. There we go. Go back down to Carnomorphs. I'm sitting here talking. We're not even showing the Carnomorphs. So I thought I was doing well by saving up to $100,000 for a down payment. So here's the thing, Anthony. I wouldn't use the $100,000 for the down. You have to use the $100,000 for appraisal coverage. You know, if that's what you're saying, because you have to be able to cover an appraisal. You know, and then what's happening, so if people have PMI, which is a sort of a fee that you have to pay to cover mortgage insurance, people's home values are going up so fast that you can just refinance in a year or two and remove your PMI with just your equity. That's what a lot of people are doing now. It's just nuts. Welcome to Game Brigade Live, where we talk about finances and home buying. You know, when you come here, you come to learn how to financially set yourself for the future so that you are able to buy board games on Kickstarter without any remorse. Okay, so this is the Nemesis terrain expansion. This is by far one of the biggest, other than Space Cats, the like least needed thing. It's just for cosmetics, just to improve the feel of the game. So we got some doors here. The doors have some structural damage to the bottom here, some scratching and acid marks. Perfect for aliens. Here we have some that are scratched to be just. Could you imagine the strength of the claws to be able to put a T-Rex like scratch through that door? That's what I could best I could describe that. A T-Rex like scratch. Yeah, I don't know how some people live in like smaller homes, like 1,000 square foot, which is not bad. But the fact that they have the collections they have, I'm like, how do you have the space? I don't even have the space in the house I live in now to hold all my board games, which probably means you have too many board games. I think at the point, if you run out of space, maybe it's time to cull a little bit. So it looks like they just go to the same. We have the T-Rex slash, and then we have acid doors. Yeah, so T-Rex slash acid doors. We have a collection of those, and then what is over here? I think these were the sleeping pods. That's what these were, sleeping pods. Where the crew would be sleeping, right? But only 4 of them? Is there more underneath? There's more. I might not even notice there's more. So we have sleeping pods, I believe those are. And then what do we have here? I don't even know what the heck is this? Oh, just a dead corpse. A corpse of a red shirt that's been nuked. So a skeleton of some sort. I like that they're unique. Here's a soldier. He's got the helmet on. Just nuked out of his head. Here we go. I like it's the actual crew it's the characters in the game. So this is another character from the game, just on a chair, slumped over a chair. Here's one laying down. This looks like the android to me, but I can't tell. Wow. This guy is just a skeleton. He's been destroyed. Okay, these are cool. These are cool. Definitely really cool. I don't know what these are. Maybe if I get it out, I can tell you. It looks like maybe a piece of equipment that has eggs on it or something. I don't know. If anyone tells me what this is in the terrain expansion, I don't know what those are. And there's a bunch of them. 8 of them. So how do I put it back? Holy cow. I feel like I'm gonna break it. You gotta click it under. Here, we need Pennywise dancing again. How do I do this? There it goes. And I don't know how these were in here. So obviously, Chair Girl goes here. This guy was here. Oh my gosh. I have no idea how these go in here again. Dang it. This guy maybe go here? I don't know. I have to literally watch this video again. Okay. I don't know how I do it. To see where these guys go back. Okay, that guy might go there. I don't know about this guy. I don't know. Just gotta put him down. We'll figure it out later. Figure it out later. Okay, we have 2 more left of this unboxing extravaganza. I should, what should be the first game that I play on stream? Does anyone have any suggestions? Space Cats. Alright, I want to see what the cards look like. You want to see Destinies? So these are obviously nothing on these cards, just cute cards. I like these eating Cheetos. That makes me happy. Cheetos are my favorite chips to eat. Really good quality cards, high quality cards. I wouldn't mind playing Destinies on stream. I'll do that. Have you? Are you set on living in Austin? Are you set on living in Austin, or is there anywhere else? Well, it sounds like the crowd has spoken. I thought about playing, oh my gosh. Okay, so, what do we got here? We got Space Cat 1, second Space Cat, because we already get a Space Cat. So we have 2 of these Space Cats, so I can paint 1 of each of these in my personal cat forms. Not sure where he came out of. And then we've got a, what are they called? Intruder. Oh my gosh, I'm going to break these. I already know it. Yeah, the IP issues. This is so funny. Oh my gosh, I love them. I didn't want to get the Space Cats, but then I was like, I have to, and I'm really glad I did. This is cool. This looks, okay. What is this cat doing? They all look like, intruders. They're not, are they all just intruders? Well, if you want to know where the new Austin is, it's actually Boise. So take that for all you want. Boise's, actually they're saying Boise was going to be the new Austin, but now it's becoming the new Silicon Valley. So that's interesting as well. That might be, you know, if you ever want to just move to Idaho. Highly recommended. Idaho's great. I don't know if you guys see that I'm always literally wearing Idaho shirts on stream or on video because I'm very much proud of my state. I like my state a lot. Okay, the medic. Does the medic fit in the core box? Can I get her in the core box? Oh, I forgot to put this over. The IP dispute for Destinies and Joan of Arc was very unfortunate for him. Oh, I freaking go with the player cards. Why would you say such a thing, Anthony? Tony? Like, Idaho, and there is a potential chance that Idaho might get its own ocean coast if the Greater Idaho movement actually succeeds. There's a chance that we could have a coast, and then we'd have everything. There's literally nothing you could say we didn't have. So this is the medic. I hear this was a very popular character and hard to get, so I'm glad that the second Kickstarter re-released it. I really hope I can get this girl into the core box. I don't want to keep replacement. What is this? Replacement card for medic expansion character. Okay. We'll keep all that together so I don't screw it up. Oh, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Where at? If you want to share, where at? Yeah, the medic seems okay. That's what I heard. Okay. Her character select card is off color. Is that what the fix is? Okay, well, Pocatello, bro. Pocatello is not. That is the eastern part of Idaho. That doesn't even count. So don't mix the extra one. Well, now I'm nervous. I'm going to screw it up. Destinies. So, first off, I've heard really good things about this game. Very, very good things. The first competitive, story-driven RPG-like board game. Your choices will change the world forever. Playtime 120 to 150 minutes, 1 to 3 players, 14 and up. It might be the best story-driven game I've ever played. Said by Tabletop Together. I've not heard of those guys. Tabletop Together. Has anyone seen them? Tabletop Together? I feel like I watch a lot of different content creators, but I don't really follow podcasts enough. I need to follow more podcasts, and I don't follow written text articles. Those are... Okay, well, first off, the box has a great cover feel to it. So every different part of the art, so this has a different texture. So when you get to this and this, so you have a different feel, which gives in person, now it's hard to translate on video, but it gives it a really cool effect in person. And it even there's a little line here that extends so you can see the different coloring. It's pretty cool. Bonus Destinies unboxing. Okay, so Destinies. Let's check out the rulebook. First thing we do, flip it on the back. Check the icons. So they have an icon reference, which is great. I think icon references are always needed. Let me know what the game is going to be telling me, especially if it's a heavy iconography game. And then we wanted to see a glossary or an index, something that tells me what a key term is. So that is important. In fact, let's go to gaming so we can see a little bit more clearly. So here we have a glossary term, so you can see what abandoning items means. Exhausting effort dice. This is very nice. And then we have the credits. So that's So it's just one page of rules clarifications and also telling you where to flip. And it looks like from that point on, it's just standard rules. And it doesn't look too bad. The text is pretty big, so while it looks like there's a lot of text, it's actually fairly large in size and not too bad. So, Destinies. Okay. The the characters are as small as Joan of Arc's. So the scale of these guys, there's no way you're gonna see this guy. Look at that. He's like the size of a penny or a Tic Tac. They're small. So Joan of Arc had the same sized minis, but Joan of Arc had a really bad insert for those minis. So this has a pretty clean insert. I see if you can see that. So you have all the little humans here. And the reason they do that is they try to, are saying to scale of what the monsters are. So if we pull out this monster, this is the exact same werewolf man from Joan of Arc. The exact same one. I wonder if I could use my Joan of Arc miniatures in this game. Another character, she's just impossible to see. She's so small. They are so small. That was actually I don't know if it was a complaint. So this is Michael from Joan of Arc. Yeah, the same exact miniatures. It's not a bad thing. Joan of Arc had incredible miniatures. And they're the same. They were originally the same IP, like the same world. It used to be the same, but now they've both changed. This is not in... this big gentleman is not in Joan of Arc. And he looks like he could be just from Nemesis. I could plop this down in Nemesis and this would just make total sense. He's got the tentacles and everything. Yeah, I'm wondering too how the app will work. What else do we have here? So we have the werewolf guy. We've got, I don't even know what this is. Looks like someone climbing up bones. Looks like she's climbing a stack of bones. And this looks like something else. Well, let's check out. So here are the player boards. Very thick. They're kind of stuck together. So let's flip those over. Really good quality. These are thick. I don't know if you can see how thick that is. This is thick. Very, very solid. Okay. I mean, even though it's thick, the cardboard, if it's not pressed well, could still come apart. But off the bat, they look good. There's a little bit of damage because they were stuck together. There's a little bit of damage here on the back side. Not sure if you guys can see that. Hey Tony, I appreciate you you stopping by, bud. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for chatting. What else we got in here? We still have 9 viewers. I have a little button here that's supposed to tell me how many viewers I have active, but it doesn't actually do anything. So, also, if you are watching the stream, help me out. Hit the like button. It greatly helps the stream. So if you can all hit the like button, that would be very, very appreciative. Just like you would on a YouTube video. Smash that like button. So here we go. We got some standard tokens. And we'll open this up. This looks like it should go a different way. It says 12 on your end. It says 10 on mine. I'm not sure what the difference is, but it says 10 on my thing. And look at that. We got 9 likes. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. And then what else we have in here? So this is a bonus box opening of Destinies, if you guys can see that. This showed up on my doorstep today. I wasn't expecting it. So I figured, why not throw the box opening in here as well? And how are you doing, Ghost Radio? Welcome to the stream. So what do we have here? We have the player cards. I will open one of these just to get an idea of what the quality of the card stock feels like. So just like the other Lucky Duck game, I don't want to pull it off the wall, but Chronicles of Crime, if anyone has played Chronicles of Crime, it is an app-based game where you use your phone to scan crime scenes. And in that game, you have characters that you use the QR code on to scan, and then there are decisions or whatever that you can do. So I'm assuming very similar to how Chronicles of Crime works. That's what these QR codes will be for. So you can kind of see that there. And on the back side, it has some text. So I'll read, oh my gosh, I'll read what this says here on the back for you guys, just so we have an idea. It says, so spoiler alert. Obviously, I don't know what this guy, Noble, what his impact in the game is. We're not going to read the thing, but I'm just going to read the flavor text. So it is flavor text. You've been branded a coward. While your brothers fight glorious battles in faraway lands, you stay here afraid. Neither commoners nor lords respect you, and it's only a matter of time before you're replaced. But now it's your chance. You can slay the beast, become a hero, and not only keep, but improving your standing. So then you have two options that you can make decisions on. And I think the QR code that you scan, so on the back side you've got purple and tan, and then you flip it over here, you got purple and tan, so you'll scan the QR code of what decision you want to make. Now, I have not played this game nor read the rulebook. I'm just inferring based on what I've played with other games of Destinies, of Lucky Duck games, and kind of guessing what the experience might be like. And then we have tiles. So these are probably the locations that we will be going to. God, I'm excited to play this, guys. I definitely need to figure out a good way to stream a game like this that's going to be so small. The miniatures are so small. Currently, the lens that I have on the camera up here is at its like maximum millimeter zoom. So I either have to get a stronger lens to see lower or figure out a different solution. Okay, so these are very thin. These look like they are the tiles for the game, and you can flip them over here. Just getting some examples. So I don't know how that works. They have in the bottom corner numbers, so 1, 2, 3, but they're kind of shrouded. So one side is shrouded in fog, so you might not know what is happening in that given time. And then when you flip it over, it becomes exposed, and then you can maybe make decisions or decide where you want to move. Kind of reminds me, if you guys have played Diablo, the way it looks kind of reminds me of the video game Diablo. Not sure why, but that's the first thing that came to my mind. And then we've got a bunch of dice down here, and they have it says dice, like they have little cutouts here to tell you where things go. Makes me wonder what comes in here. Maybe these tokens, that's probably what goes in there. Put the dice down here, tokens go up there. That's probably makes sense. So that is that. How did I do this? How is this in here again? Something like that. I don't know how this was in here. Oh, this was upside down. That's right. They had that upside down. And then this was kind of on top. I don't know where these were because I didn't pay attention to myself. So that's that. All right. So that is Destinies. So we're at 9:09. I think what we're gonna do, probably gonna start wrapping up the stream here. We get probably can chat for another 20 minutes. If anyone has any questions, I can hang out and chat for a little bit. and just hang out with you guys, talk about what's going on. I need to definitely put those back with the Nemesis core box. Had some stuff that kind of was loose. So does anyone have any questions? Anything anyone wants to talk about? Thank you, Ghost. I appreciate that. I definitely want to bring a higher level of board game streaming to YouTube. You know, alternatively than over Twitch. Hey Jim, thank you for hanging out, spending some time with me and watching the box openings. Definitely, I would like to get a closer zoom. I have some camera lenses. I don't know if you guys, oh, you actually can't see them. I need to see which one might be better for, you know, maybe a closer view. If I really wanted to get super intense, I can get like a clamp and put a second camera up there, but that would be expensive. I would have to, that'd be way down the road for me. Yeah, who knows? Dreams. That's if I become a full-time live streamer. If I become a full-time YouTuber, maybe I could have a really sweet setup. I thought about having a green screen set up so that if like we're doing something and I can hit like a transition button and go to the green screen and kind of, you know, have some skits or something. I don't know, kind of fun. Did anyone see my part of your world video that I posted on my YouTube page? I was very proud of that. So if you haven't seen it, let me know. I thought it was pretty funny. Let's go switch it to some lo-fi. Yeah, Ghost, if you have a chance, it's only thanks Jim, it's only 45 seconds. Check it out on my channel. I thought it was a pretty good little short that me and my wife filmed together. Had some good time. I've watched it. I'm probably half the views. I keep watching over and over. I think it's so funny. Welcome everyone to the stream. We're actually just wrapping up. We've been live for about an hour and a half. So we're trying to just chilling now, chit-chatting, asking questions. If you have any questions about board gaming, any games that we're playing, I'd like to know what you guys are playing, and just let me know if you have anything to talk about. I'm currently trying to set up the my week this week for gaming. I want to see if we can get any more games. I have 2 games I need to play for review. I've got an editing video I have to go up this week for a new Kickstarter that's launching next week. So got to get that going. And I originally, there's so many games, guys. Washington. Oh, are you talking about Zombicide? I don't know why, but man, I'm nervous about getting the Western Zombicide. I'm not sure if I'm ready for another Simon Games shipment, because I also got what's that other game? What's the other dungeon crawler game that I just got from them? Mythic Dungeons or something? You guys know. 2. I'm like, I don't know if I can handle Simon Games, man. Like, there's just so much. There's too much stuff. Massive Darkness. Yep, that's it. It's almost like there's just too much stuff when they come. Like, I look at my Bloodborne. I saw Bloodborne today at the game store, or yesterday. I went yesterday to my local game store. And I was like, man, maybe I should sell my Bloodborne. Not the fact, it's not that I don't enjoy the game. It's just that it's a lot of game. It's a lot of game. And a lot of expansion, a lot of content. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, look at this Nemesis. Here I am talking about that, and I have this Nemesis all-in expansion thing. But I feel like I will get more games of Nemesis in personally than I would of Bloodborne. And I personally like Bloodborne more solo than I do with a group of people. I felt like Nemesis, or not Nemesis, Bloodborne almost became too easy when we had more people playing. Yeah, Jim, I've heard Cthulhu Death May Die is better than Zombicide than Zombicide in general. Overall, I'm hearing that Cthulhu Death May Die is just a better game system. That was another game I did not back though. And what about Root? I'm thinking about getting rid of Root as well. I haven't played Root in a long time. So I'm... Now it's impossible to get. I can understand that. Yeah. So I think Bloodborne is probably going to be on the chopping block. Root will probably be on the chopping block. I do want to finish a couple of more campaigns of Bloodborne solo, just do them myself. But I think I can sell it while it's still good. And Company Heroes is a game I really need to get to the table as well. There's so many games. It's funny. So I just was at the game store. I wanted to get an idea of like what's new, what's in stock, and they had Merchant's Cove in stock, the Kickstarter version. And I was like, man, that's a pretty good game, and I'm surprised they have it in stock right now and no one's buying it. So I thought maybe I should pick up Merchant's Cove, but then like look at the amount of stuff I have. Plus I have to go through this unboxing of my Terraforming Mars. You know, maybe I should have just done this. This was the original plan. I didn't put these back. That's embarrassing. The original plan was to do this video, and I got the other stuff in, so let's cut this open just so I have it done. I know we talked about wrapping it up, but this probably won't take very long to open this up. Plus, I'm kind of curious what's inside the box. The top 3 games. So, Jason, if I want to sell games, the first place I'm going to try is a Facebook group called the Original Board Game Trading Group. Let's go to this screen. Alright, can you see? Oh, that's the wrong one. Does anyone know what this is? This is the Terraforming Mars big box. So this is what I originally... it was pointless to do that. I thought it might come out differently. This is what I originally had planned on unboxing on stream. But then Nemesis showed up and then Destiny showed up. So, Jay, let's answer a few questions. So, Jason, if I'm going to sell games, I'm going to go to the original, I think it's titled the Original Board Game Trade Sell Group. And I'll go there first to see if I can sell it. Because that way I'm avoiding any type of fees from like eBay or Board Game Geek Market. But I'll check the eBay prices as well as Board Game Geek to kind of see what the prices are currently going for. And I usually undercut just because I want to move my games quickly. I don't like, as long as I'm hopefully trying to make close to what I paid for. If I make a profit, that's great, but I'm not usually looking for that. If I'm looking to make move, I just want to get the room out. So I'll go to that, sell it. If I don't have any luck selling it, then I'll go to eBay or Board Game Geek and again sell it at an even deeper cut and take the loss. So this includes colony ships. Domes are inside the box. And I don't know if anyone has seen this, but the frickin' people who released this is how they did the cubes. So these are the metal cubes. Has anyone played Terraforming Mars? The top 3 games that I want to play, I would say right now would be Nemesis, Destinies, and Company of Heroes. And then if I were to add a 4th, because I want to add a 4th, would be Too Many Bones. And if I want to add a 5th, it would be Cloudspire. Those are like, I think, the top 5 games. Oh my god, look at this, guys. That's just the bronze ones. Oh man, what was I? First off, what the heck was I thinking opening these up on stream? This is ridiculous. So the manufactured, yeah, every cube is bagged individually. Every cube. So I'm gonna have a lifetime of mini cubes or mini bags. My gosh, hundreds, yeah, individually baggied. I'm not gonna open up the other ones for effect, but my god, yeah. I didn't want to say it, Robin, but that's the truth. I didn't want to be the one who said it. If I ever had any cop friends who come over and they saw my little baggies here, they'd be a little like, "What the hell are you doing, Brian? What do you need 150 dime bags for?" Jeez. So the manufacturer did this so that the coating on the cubes would not rub off in shipping. That's the intention. It's like, I understand why they did it, but you know. Yeah. Okay. Let's get inside this thing. What's the best way to open this? Right here. Yeah, do you get what are your guys' top 3 games that you want to play right now? What is your top 3? I like to know what everyone's top 3 games they're looking to play are. This is actually, I'm looking forward to getting this. Where's my Terraforming Mars box? There it is. Let me show you something real quick. So this is my current Terraforming Mars, and I have every expansion that came out in the box, which I was pretty proud about, getting everything in one box. But I'm looking forward to going through this now and putting everything back in a new box. But I technically didn't need such a big box for this. Okay, so right off the bat we have the 3D printed cities. Robin, I think you're copying me. I think you're copying me. Innis. Frosthaven. Interesting. Interesting. So, Cloudspire for sure. Destinies. I think everyone's down on Destinies. Eclipse, Second Dawn. I just played Eclipse. Obviously, I've played it a few times now. Of the original game. Very good. So I think Second Dawn is probably just going to be better, especially for the setup time, because the setup is the worst for Eclipse. So here we have the 3D printed. So these are the cities, and I also got the domes. So somewhere there's domes. To click on those, we'll find them. And then here we have the ocean tiles. So you can see the ocean tiles, they kind of have waves on them, so to represent the waters moving. And what else do we have? We just have stuff. There's no way I'm gonna know what any of this stuff is, but you put it like that, and then you put like a cube, a player cube here to represent who owns that. These are fun just to play with. Here's another green space with some water. Look at that. How cool is that? I'm just kind of playing here on stream. It says the average watch time right now. It gives me stats live as we're doing this, and it says the average watch time per viewer is 4 minutes, which is not true in my opinion, because I think Robin has been here for over 4 minutes, and I'm pretty sure Ghost Radio has been here for over 4 minutes, and same with Jim. Jim has been here for a lot longer. I think Jim was the first person in the stream, so I think YouTube is full of it. That's what I'm gonna say, at least. So we have a bunch of different types of tiles. These are the forest tiles. Star Wars Rebellion. Ghost, have you played Star Wars Rebellion before? Those are the forest tiles. Those are pretty sweet. We have a ton of them. Ton of tiles. Okay, so this is a deck box looking thing with some more new tiles if you want to use them. And then we have some sort of the insert for those guys. Okay, more inserts. So the next 3 for Robin Rising would be, so you've not played, okay, so I asked you if you played Star Wars Rebellion. Star Wars Rebellion, I would say, is a very good thematic game, but the more I play it, the less I enjoy the game. I think it peaked. The first time I played it was definitely the peak, and it's kind of like a stair-stepped. Imagine if you were imagining a graph of just a stairwell going down. That has been my enjoyment of Star Wars Rebellion. And I am a massive Star Wars fan. Like, before the stream launch, we were literally watching Clone Wars for dinner. So I love Star Wars. And I think my faults with Rebellion are that just the excitement was the new things you trigger, not to try to like dissuade you from your game, because obviously this is a top 3 game for you. I'm just kind of chatting, but like a lot of the same stuff was repeating, and it's kind of my fear for like Witcher. Me and Robin were talking about this, like just repeating scenarios every time you have a game that has a deck that's, you know, scenario based. You're gonna run into replayability issues. So I'm gonna have so much junk to throw away. Oh, so here are the domes. Let's check out what the domes look like. So Sign Tempora, Kingdom Rush. Yeah, I'm glad I did not get Kingdom Rush. I am not looking for that. And the expansion for I think it's Rise of the Empire for Rebellion. I love the fact that Rise of the Empire is bringing on more characters and new stuff for us to play with, which is really good. But I didn't care for, okay, so does this fit here? Okay, it does. So this is what the domes, if you can see that. So this is a normal city, and then the dome comes on top, and the domes were optional buys. I originally was not going to buy the domes. My wife is the one who said, you have to buy the domes. So I bought the domes. Happy wife, happy life, right? So that's the domes. What was I talking about? Oh, the Rise of the Empire. I feel like Rise of the Empire is a necessity. It supposedly fixes the combat. I wouldn't know because I never played it without the expansion. The combat, the ships that they added is really less than desired, though. They're pretty stupid. But I love the characters, and I thought Rogue One was one of my favorite movies as it is. Chronicles of Drungor, yep. Waste Knights, hey, how far along in Waste Knights are you? There's not many people that I know that actually have Waste Knights. You're actually the first person I've known other than myself that has Waste Knights. Okay, I'm literally gonna have to watch a video on how to organize this back together. Hopefully they have something for me. So what is this? These are the ships. These are the colony ships. So this is for the last expansion that they had on Kickstarter. I haven't actually played with that one yet. And then we have the colony ships with little cubes for them. These are cool. You know what I wish? What is going on? I don't know. My computer's making noises. You guys probably can hear that. I wish Waste Knights was more of a solo game that was like you could play it solo, but you have to double fist characters. I personally don't like double fisting characters. So they have the first scenario is obviously a true solo, which I really enjoyed. It took me a few times of playing it before I could truly beat it, which was fun. Oh my gosh, how do I get this out of here? I guess you take that out, and then this can come out. Okay. Okay, sweet. Probably could leave those in there because they're probably protecting all the cards, but... And then we have just more inserts underneath. So there we go. That's the Terraforming Mars box. So I've got so much stuff to go through and put back. What is this? Okay. I got so much stuff to go back through and put back. I'm going to be busy for a very, very long time as I go through all this stuff. I don't think that was in there. Oh, come on. There we go. So that's that. That was kind of a bonus. And it actually kind of came out perfect timing because I was thinking we could last till 9:30 and we're right there at 9:30. Oh, let's put these back in as well. All right, let's come back over here. Well, that's it. I think, so for the next stream, I think we're actually going to do gameplay. I think we're going to play a game for the next stream. So that will be wrapping up the stream, guys. It is 9:30. I appreciate everyone who has stayed till the end and enjoyed the show with me. This was fun. The first official live stream here on Game Brigade. We've had a lot of people coming and watching the show live. Looks like we've had a total of 217 people click on the show. We've been averaging around 12 viewers. So I don't think I could ask for better stuff than that. Remember, if you are still watching the show, which I hope you are, please click the like button. It superly, you know, I'm making up my own words here, helps the channel. Very, very much helps the channel grow. And if you could do that for a second, click that like button before we end. I would greatly appreciate it. Leave comments on the video, and I will talk to you all next time. Have a great day, guys.